Okay, guys. So here's my tip for success. And I think that this is terribly important to consider this. Okay, I feel like hard work, hard work is the catalyst for success. And I think that the young people, the sooner you figure out how to do this, the better for you. Is to do work, do some real work. You know, I've developed a work style over the years that is very confusing to people. Most women do not want to work as hard as I have figured out how to work. It seems very undesirable, and they will almost treat it as if it was a punishment. They had to do some of the stuff that they've seen me do in my work style. But my opinion of hard work is the route to success. And I do hard work as a mental exercise to stay humble and to stay balanced and to not treat myself as if I'm more important than anybody else. And then I have things that I do that make me feel very special. Only I know what they are, and only I know when I'm doing them, you know, to make sure that I feel accomplished and to make sure that I feel with my self-awareness that I'm having proper fulfillment in my life, proper work balance, and that I'm happy. Only I know. Well, maybe other people can pick it up. I don't know. But there's certain things that I do to make sure that I have confidence. But for the most part, the entire way that I carry myself is with the intent to do some hard work somewhere. I mean, just being realistic, not being not at an abusive level and not being driven like a mule or a horse or an animal. But I can do a large amount of work, and my work style is very effective. I'm also not a perfectionist, which some people are. I'm not that nitpicky. I do know how to bring things into a certain balance. And I have no concern with things being perfect. To me, that's unrealistic. However, I do like to set the bar high and to try to meet as much of the demand as I can and maintain my happiness. That's how I judge success. I want to be able to set the bar as high as I can. How high can this bar be set? How much can I challenge myself within this to get this done and maintain my happiness too? See, I couple it all together. And then once I reach, if something gets to a point where I'm no longer happy, I drop it. And that's also a measure of how I view success. That's self-awareness. I include things in that process. And I examine it very realistically. So young people, and no matter, it doesn't matter who you are, I honestly do believe that the most successful people have had to endure long periods of looking very strange to people. Their entire work style looks very strange. Or whatever it is that they're doing. They wonder, why is this person doing this? Or why is this person doing that? I will do things that completely look very odd. And I know it must look odd because I'm doing them for a reason. I'm doing it for a reason that I know I'm trying to experiment with something, or I want to see if I can do something for an extended period of time. It's all about self-awareness. I always want to test the fiber of the person that I am. And not be embarrassed by whatever I come up with to do, to test how much do I actually care about. You understand what I'm saying? What another person think about how odd this is going to look for me to do this. Because I'm testing the fiber of who I am. That sounds very strange, I know. But that's how I think. And I challenge myself to do things in certain areas with that in mind, because ultimately I feel like that's about me. That's personal, you know. I want to know how to do things, you know. And so I think that there's a generation of people who believe that success it stays in a ready, pampered look constantly. And I believe that that's fine, but I believe that be aware that it's not necessary, so you can take the pressure off. There are people who want to be in very successful situations, and they think that it's supposed to look perfect. And I think that's an incredible amount of unfair pressure to put on yourself. So just know that there are equally as many, if not more, successful people that are not overly concerned with the outer appearance. They are concerned with work ethic, honesty, integrity, people skills, you know, and passion. That's what most really successful people are concerned with. Genuineness. You know, you get to a point after a while, you know, nobody cares about how cute you are. If you were dishonest, would you go do? Be a supermodel crook? Nobody care. You know, so create balance. Be reasonable. You know, and I think that this is a tip for young people, and especially it's easier if you're young to get a handle on perceptively how to goal set, how to loosen up, and stop trying to be perfect. If you're trying to get $1 million house right now, okay, it's possible, but is it necessary? And if you do get it, why put yourself under unnecessary pressure? And who are you pleasing? Why are you doing it? Are you doing it just to prove it to someone else because they said that you can't do it? I mean, I ain't saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying let that be one reason, but then establish more genuine reasons for being successful. Because at the end of the day, dollar money, you know, as far as dollar signs go, that's great. Ain't nothing wrong with having a lot of money. There's plenty of people that got it. But most people that have it will tell you it's not making them happy on the inside. So you got to add more things to the person that you are. And you got to challenge yourself in more areas. You know, if you're looking for genuine happiness, you got to challenge yourself in more areas. You know, and I think strongly that humility is attached to it. And, you know, pick up confidence, you know, in the way that you would, you know, in the areas where you would need it, you know, carry your confidence in very strong areas, but it's not necessary to be egotistical. It's not necessary to be arrogant. And it's not necessary to seek perfection to be successful. You know, so hopefully this helps someone. I'm going to go ahead and post this to my content on the Vocal platform, because to me this is how I relate to people. You know, I'm more honest than that, and I'm not about to sit up here and pretend with you guys. I'm going to tell you the truth because I want you to know the truth. So to me, the truth is that there's nothing wrong with hard work and just being neat and clean and available and ready to work. That's it. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. You ain't got to be a supermodel. You ain't got to be all of these other amazing things to be successful. You know, I'm not telling you don't have to be a bum either. I'm not saying go that approach. But what I'm saying is, over the course of time, find the proper balance. You'll know when you get there. But don't rush everything. Don't try to be, you trying to be like your great grandparents who got, inherited wealth. And you just 16. That's crazy pressure. Be realistic. Not everybody's, try to weigh what really is success in other areas. What would really make you truly happy. It's not always money. Money will come. Set the bar, set your financial goals up there. There are things that we all want to acquire. We all know what those are that'll make you happy. It varies from person to person. But don't only set money goals. You're going to need life goals. Things that you're passionate about, self-fulfillment. And that's all I got for you today. Bye.